Hey, my name is Chris, and I've been working as a pastor in groups for over 12 years. But I've been involved in some type of church small group for as long as I can remember. So I've been exactly where your group is right now. I understand the feelings that you have during your first couple of meetings. And every time, I wondered if the group would have chemistry. I wondered if we'd get along, and I wondered if these were going to be my people. And honestly, I still kind of feel that way every time I join a new group. Because groups are filled with people. So each group is going to be unique. You know, the group dynamic changes, the chemistry is always a little different, and that can be a little intimidating. I remember a small group that I was a part of a couple years ago. We were put together because everyone had some issues about faith that they wanted to talk about. That was the common thing with everyone in the group. But that also meant that it was an incredibly diverse group of people as well. Young, old, men, women, single, married. And when I looked around the circle that first week, I didn't know if this group would have any kind of chemistry with each other. But boy, was I wrong. Because as the weeks went by, and as we started getting to know each other, this group of people that I would never have put together ended up becoming a real community for me. I knew they wouldn't judge me or shame me. And when I was struggling with real life stuff, they were there for me. You see, churches can create groups by putting people together. That's actually pretty easy. I know, I'm a groups pastor. I do it all the time. But a group isn't the same as community. Real community. The idea of close relationships forming through shared experiences over time, that can't be forced. In other words, the church can create a group, but you create community together. And here's a little secret. While chemistry is important to building strong relationships, it's not a necessary part of every relationship in the group. Why? Because you'll probably get along with most everyone. You may have great chemistry with a couple of people, and then there might be a person or two you just don't click with. Because let's be honest, some people rub you the wrong way. But that's okay. Actually, it can be a good thing to be with people that aren't exactly like you. You can value those differences. People who aren't like us, people who see things differently than we do, can broaden our perspectives, and that can actually help us grow. Remember Jesus talking about the Good Samaritan? In that story, a Jewish man was attacked and left for dead on the side of the road. And other Jewish men passed by and left him there. But a Samaritan, the enemy of a Jew, stopped by to help him. What Jesus' parable tells us is that loving God is best demonstrated by loving people. And many times, those people are different than us. So as you build community in your group, you're going to get the opportunity to practice that in two ways. We want you to be real and be curious. When I say be real, I don't mean you're going to share your deepest, darkest secrets with everyone, but consider going past the surface level stuff. As your group grows into a community, trust will build, and you'll feel more comfortable letting others know what's really going on with you. So in this session, you're going to be sharing about yourselves. So go beyond what you do for a living or where you went to school, and open up about some people or places or events that have really shaped who you are today, good or bad. And the second thing you need to do is be curious. That means taking a genuine interest in what's going on with others in the group. Set aside your assumptions and keep an open mind. Curiosity is an essential tool for loving your neighbor. It says, I'm going to press pause on my perspective for a minute so I can listen to your point of view. The best way for you to practice curiosity is to listen closely and ask questions. There is a strong connection between being real and being curious. If we're curious about others, they're more likely to be real with us. And that mutual openness and curiosity is a part of community. And the church can't create that. Only you can.
Today, in place of discussion questions, you're going to share a little bit about yourself. The About Me exercise in your guide gives an outline to tell people about yourself in 7 to 10 minutes. And remember, if you aren't able to hear from everyone in today's group, you can finish up next week. As you share about yourselves, we know it will take a lot of courage. Be respectful and sensitive to the fact that you may be hearing personal information that should remain confidential. It's important that everyone can trust that what's shared won't be discussed outside the group. Also, practice curiosity. Actively listen to what other people share. Don't offer quick feedback or advice. Instead, ask follow-up questions. If you use this as an opportunity to understand one another's perspectives, it'll go a long way in strengthening the relationships forming in your group. At this point, if your group already has a leader, you're done with this video, and you can start sharing a little bit about yourselves with the group.